Welcome back to the TAE Time
Podcast. Obviously, in Halloween spirit and all that, some people have asked for a Halloween episode, and we hear you guys. We wanted to just briefly touch on it. So, first of all, what is your impression of the pumpkin patch?
The pumpkin, that like when people go. I'm a terrible person for this because I've never done anything Halloween like stuff. Like I've never gone trick-or-treating. I've never done any of it. All I do for Halloween is just watch movies. So pumpkin patch is like, what is it? What do you even do?
Let me explain.
I don't know.
Okay, I've never been to one, but do you know like all these influencers during like autumn season? I think it's more related to like autumn season, and there's like a kind of like a kind of piece of land, and there's like all these pumpkins around because it's pumpkin season.
Yeah.
And so they take these really aesthetic photos and like, their pumpkin spice lattes or like with their cute little outfits. And like usually in the US, I think is a lot bigger. They have like different stalls, so you can eat a bunch of food and all this stuff. In Ireland, I think it's very recently that I've heard of a pumpkin patch being open. And we did tag one in Ireland on one of our reels. No, one of our stories. So we could potentially maybe visit one. Who knows? Guess you'll find out. But yeah, so basically you just kind of go take pictures, look around.
Yeah. I know that's not really my scene. I'm not gonna lie. Pumpkin patch, pumpkin patch. That means nothing to me. That sounds boring as hell, if anything, to be honest. Because like it's just a bunch of pumpkins. Like, what are you doing?
What do you mean? I can just see you there, like with like a really cool fit, just like you and your pumpkin.
No, that seems so weird. That seems so weird to me.
Me and my pumpkin, bro.
Like, what is a freaking pumpkin patch?
Have you seen those photos? Do you know of those like Halloween costumes where they just all put like a carved out pumpkin on their heads and they take a group photo? I like that.
No. No.
I think it's so cute. Like usually they're so beautiful and intricate and like
I personally am the type of person that finds most holidays cringy, to be honest.
Oh.
Like, I'm not really a holiday person.
Guys, Christmas season with TAE Time is gonna be
Christmas
funny.
season with TAE Time ain't happening. But no.
It'll be an interesting one.
Yeah, no, honestly. Like, as I said, all I do in Halloween is what I do pretty much all the year is just watch horror movies. And I watch horror movies all the time. And so, like, it means nothing to me. Like, Halloween, like, I've literally never gone trick-or-treating, never dressed up or anything like that. I think the most I've ever wore was, like, a mask or, like, a witch hat or something. Like, when in primary school, when they tell you to come in, and my mom is like, yeah, I guess. Like, my mom is not really into it. Like, obviously, like, we're coming from, like, Nigerian background. So my mom is just like, no.
Tell me more.
No, she's like
tell me more. She's
like demons and shit. Like no. But yeah, like so they don't play Halloween and we don't really celebrate. And like in Nigeria we don't even celebrate it anyway. Like, like why are you celebrating something that's related to like the occult,
What's the story behind not celebrating it? Like what's the
like
beliefs?
We just don't know. And also it's like it's weird because like why are you celebrating something around occult, like occult stuff, like witches and stuff like and all that stuff.
I thought it's related to
it's like a pagan holiday. Yeah, Halloween, but like what I mean is like so it's not something like we celebrate like in Nigeria anyway. Like it's not anything of interest. So like that's why even when I came here everyone was like trick-or-treating like and stuff. Didn't care, never cared, was never even dressed up, never asked trick or treat, where's my whatever the hell,
where's my sweet?
Yeah, whatever. Like literally zero, mattered nothing to me. So honestly, Halloween has not been anything to me. So like I'm the worst person. Like Halloween, Easter, all that don't matter.
But I think I would associate you with Halloween the most out of any kind of holiday.
I think that's just because I love horror movies.
Did you know it was actually in Joyce's recent podcast? She was saying how like watching horror movies is actually bad for the brain because it's like you don't know how your brain is going to take what you see.
But my brain takes it very well.
You don't know that.
My brain loves it. It loves it. Horror games, horror movies, horror everything. I love it. My brain loves it. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I know. So, but
what's it about like horror movies that you like?
It's just thrilling. I don't know. I just enjoy watching the story unfold and like I always know in the end, like whoever is gonna survive, like there's gonna be at least one person to survive or something. I love the horror movies and where everyone dies, but like, you know, because it's not bullshit. Because like, especially when some like whatever monster or whatever is overpowered, I'm like, none of you are surviving. Let's be honest. But at the same time, it's just interesting because like not so much anymore, because like you don't know what, like before it was really interesting because you don't know what you're gonna get, but now I feel like it's just the same formula overused all the time. But there are a few horror movies that have been like really good, like Get Out, you know, all those ones.
I watched that
like
one
the
too.
Jordan Peele ones, and like other ones, like they're enjoyable and they do like Insidious wasn't too bad. That series, the I'm trying to remember now, I can't remember, but the one with like that anthology with like Annabelle and all those other ones, the Conjuring series, that's a great series, and a few others, you know, that are there that change up the game a little bit. And recently they just said Smile is good. Like everyone's been saying Smile is good. Like it looked like it was gonna be shit. Everyone's saying that's good. So like once I watch it, I'll probably say something about it. But yeah, I'm looking forward to watching that. But yeah, no, I don't know. But to be honest, I just like movies, and I get it from my mom. Like I just enjoy watching movies because she loves watching movies. Except so like as long as the story's somewhat good and it's interesting, I'm gonna be there. So.
Well, in terms of like horror stuff, do you prefer the movies or the like documentary horror stuff?
I hate documentary horror shit.
Yeah, because it's a real thing. Like someone's sick enough to be doing that.
What do you mean, like documentary horror though?
Like based off a real story.
But yeah, most of those are fake. So like I'd rather see a fake thing being done well.
Wait,
like,
what are you talking about?
As in like
the documentaries are fake.
As in like it's based off a true story, but it's not like it's a true story. Like the same way The Conjuring is based off real life. Like the couple actually apparently fought ghosts and stuff like that.
I don't want to know that.
But obviously it's just done well for the movie. It's not something that's actually real. And so like a documentary about like quote unquote, I'm like, shut the fuck up, it's fake. Anyway, but
listen, I watched Paranormal Activity.
That's a horror movie. That's not a documentary.
No, I know that. I watched Paranormal Activity when I was young, like once, and that was it for me. I was like, I'm never doing this again in my life. I couldn't sleep for like time. Actually, I lie. There was one time I went to the cinema with one of my friends, and we went to see. Oh my god. I don't remember what the movie was actually at the time, but it was like some guy, he was in a coffin and kept twisting and turning. I didn't watch any of it. That's the only part I saw. Like my eyes were constantly like,
what a waste.
I was, and I left early too because I was like, why did I actually agree to this? I think for me it's the like sound in the cinema that's like so like eerie.
Not like the sound, I just mean in general.
No, because it's so loud. At home, I feel like it's better. Like I'm able to watch the American Horror Stories with you, and I'm not scary
at all, though.
For me,
they're not. There's no like, horror aspect.
Listen. Like there's just like eerie parts, but like with the cinema, always like really triggering with the sounds, and that's even regular schmegular movies. And I'm like, I don't like this, and I'm like, yeah, I feel uncomfortable. You know?
Yeah, no, honestly. But how about yourself? What's the whole Halloween jizz? How's your Halloween happen for you?
So obviously, it wasn't a thing in Romania. Like, no, don't recall. Like you don't go trick or treating or anything like that. And then when I came here, it was, you know, in school they were like ask you to come dressed up. I think I was a witch every single year. It was just the easiest costume.
Sauce. For
my parents to buy. Whoa.
Actually, I just remember there is a very funny photo of Nicoletta.
Oh no.
Wearing with this costume.
Oh no. Is Madonna in it? Because I have one with her.
I know no, it's okay. This photo when you were younger with big bushy hair and everything. I remember that photo very well. It's so funny.
Don't bring my bushy hair into this.
You know.
For anyone that doesn't know, I didn't always have my hair like this. I didn't know how to take care of my hair, so it was just brushed out and frizzy mess. And you know what? The black community helped me a lot on TikTok because I learned so much from them on how to take care of your hair, what products to use, what not to use. This is off topic, by the way, but just in case, you know, a little side note. So yeah, about Halloween. And then when I came here, I did go trick-or-treating with my cousins because we were like 9. So we're still like young enough to be doing it, but like really pushing the limit, you know?
Yeah.
But we did anyway. And then it kind of fizzled out because we were too old. But I think at one point, I think we were like maybe 12 or 13. And me and my older cousin, which mind you was like 14, we were like, you know what? Let's go trick-or-treating. I feel like we should be able to go. We're still kids, you know? And so we went, and the first house we went to, the lady was like, what are you guys doing? This is for children. Are you not ashamed of yourselves?
But you can go trick-or-treating until like you're 14. I feel like that's like still youngish enough to like go trick-or-treating.
I was sweating.
Like in America, they do. Like they usually go trick-or-treat until like 15, 16 or something like that.
I don't know. That's just, you're a teenager. Like,
I don't know. Like, I feel like, I don't know. You guys could tell me if I'm wrong. Like, I think in America, like they go somewhere at least around 14. I think they can still go trick-or-treating without it being like
maybe
batted upon and stuff like that.
But I think in the US, it's such a big thing that everyone's so like happy to give out sweets to everyone and all that. And here it's kind of like, you're not here buying a bunch of it. You're just buying like a little bit to have for the younger kids.
Yeah.
And anyway, I was there like sweating, upset, and I went straight home, and my cousin was like, we are children of God. And then we left.
Lol.
Oh, it was so uncomfortable. Yeah.
No, yeah, it couldn't be me, honestly. Fucking, I don't know. Like, to be honest, did you even have much trick-or-treaters come to your house? Because I'm trying to think now. I remember there are a few years I can remember where there was very few trick-or-treaters. Like, I can't remember any year where there was like an overabundance of trick-or-treaters ever as well, where we lived in Chile. I don't think so.
No, for us either. I think in the home that I first lived in, there was no one because we were kind of like just 7 homes in a row.
Yeah.
But then in the other home, it's just the people in the estate.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really like...
Yeah, I think in America, it's a lot more common because they have like massive cul-de-sacs and stuff like that. So everyone would like go around in your own cul-de-sac. But like, even in Chile, like you do have estates and stuff, like, but like I don't think much people would be going around like. We'll find out. Like our place that we're living now, this apartment block is doing like a whole thing where we didn't sign up. Fuck, actually we missed the deadline. Just remembered now that
we're not gonna be home.
Yeah, actually we won't be home that day. But essentially the way it works is it's pretty cute that they're doing it. They're gonna have stuff in the courtyard for the kids to do anyway, like Halloween stuff, and then like for trick or treating. They're like, oh, we'll put you, if you want, we'll put you on the map route that kids can go on to like, you know, trick or treat. And so they'll give you decorations and they'll even give you sweets to give to the kids and stuff like that, which is like pretty cool. Like,
that is very cute.
Like, cause like, that's the thing, like, especially when you live in Dublin, like obviously a lot of people live in apartments and stuff. So like trick or treating might not be like that much a thing, but it's cool that all these kind of like new apartments are kind of like doing things, you know, because they know families live there. So it's kind of like, do stuff with the families. It's pretty cool.
No, it's cute. I think we should have signed up to it because we could have just taken the sweets and not opened the door.
I'm not a scumbag like that. Clearly.
I'm just kidding, guys. I'm just kidding.
No. She said what she said.
She said what I said. No,
she said what she said. I'm not a scumbag like that.
But it is cute. Like, we even have a little playground in our space, and then a few weeks ago I think they brought a little magician guy and all the kids gathered together, and that was very cute. Like, that was actually very cute.
Yeah, exactly.
So then, like, for, you know, the kids, it's all happy, whatever, but let's talk a little bit about the like older crew, like going out, dressing up, and like what we've seen in college years. What are your thoughts on that?
Halloween, to be honest, Halloween is still not taking it like as seriously here as it is in America. So in college, it was still wild. Like, obviously you had like girls dressed up like pseudo skimpy, some dressed up normally, some like it is whatever, and then you have dudes trying to like, some guys trying to show off, some guys not. It was calm, and it's like, you know, all I remember is in Cork anyway, Halloween was fucking horrendous, just like rag week, because anytime you wanted to go out that week, it was ridiculous. Like, the clubs open at 10, but if you weren't in line by 9 o'clock, you were not getting in because the lines were just ridiculous.
And 9 is late too.
Yeah, like, it was ridiculous. Oh my god, ridiculous. Fucking Cork. Oh my god. But it was okay, like, but the first time I properly experienced like Halloween was when I went over to the States, and I was in San Francisco, because I was there while Halloween was going on, and holy shit, they take Halloween seriously. like the entire San Francisco was doing like Halloween stuff. We were even doing this like thing, like it's proper setup. I don't know if it was by the city or by whoever, but a fuck ton of people, like, I mean, thousands of people. It's like it was a like a route for bar hopping.
Oh my
you
God,
know, for
wow.
Halloween, and a bunch of bars and clubs and stuff. Like eventually you go through all these bars and then eventually you end up at this club or whatever, or a few clubs, depend, because if it's in case somewhere are full and stuff. Like it was a whole thing. Like I'm talking like 30 plus like things on the list, a map of the route you take and stuff. And at every single pub it was packed with people all dressed up. Every single person was dressed up. And there, like, you know, like on the thing you see on TikTok, it's like, oh my God, Halloween is a time like people either dress, like for girls to dress skimpy and no one care and whatever. And like you kind of see that in Ireland, but you don't really at the same time. Their majority of girls were literally bare nothing, like, you know, just there. And I was like, whoa, this is completely different from back home, which is kind of wild, you know.
Freaks like Nyash everywhere.
Yeah. But yeah, no, literally crazy. And it was, but also people like who were dressed so properly and stuff like that. But it was, I don't know, it was still pretty cool.
What did you wear?
I wore, oh, I wore, oh my day. I wore, I think it was like a crown. And
Was it from Burger King?
No. I did that in college. That I wore a Burger King crown. And I did the same costume, except this time it was a normal crown. It was a proper crown that my friend gave me. I didn't buy it.
Okay.
They also even have a massive Halloween costume store as well. Like that.
I think we have the one. We had one in Cork.
No, it's like a party. It's like the normal American party store.
Yeah.
But then they converted for Halloween to have way more Halloween stuff.
Yeah,
you know?
I know in Cork there was like literally they set up shop every
even in
single
Dublin,
Halloween for like a Halloween like costume place, which was really nice.
Dublin
like,
has one too.
I
like,
haven't heard of that before.
Every year, like they always have that thing open up.
Well, I haven't been here.
Yeah, but no, it's not too bad. But like no, in America it was wild, and so I just went as Nigerian prince because I'm Nigerian and crown prince.
Year.
You know, so Nigerian prince, you know, asking you to send me money or whatever the fuck. Very easy costume, honestly. Very, very easy.
I know everyone was like, oh my God.
Funny.
That is so funny.
That is so funny.
It's so like you thought so
Fuck me
long
now.
for that. It's so creative.
But no, honestly, yeah. So I just used that. It's not that deep. But yeah, no, honestly, it was wild, and that was probably the only time like I was like, damn, this is crazy. You know, that Halloween, but it was fun. Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That was probably the most fun I had on Halloween, because it was just like so well done. I think if we had that here, like where it was like that well done, I would be more inclined to like do something.
Oh, like party? You don't like partying in Ireland?
No, I like partying.
Partying in Ireland not good enough for you?
It was kind of cool, you know, like having the whole setup of like everything was. Everywhere was included.
You want a map?
Everyone was no.
You want me to make you out a map with pubs to hit up?
Because it's not just me. Everyone else was doing it. You get me? So it was pretty cool. You know.
Yeah.
It felt very group inclusive.
No, you feel like Ireland's not providing you with that. I actually wanted to like go on to that, like the party scene in college, because I feel like there's a lot to say and it's kind of on brand. So let's talk about it.
Go on.
Talk about the party scene. My experience with partying before moving to Cork was in Tralee. So let me just explain, like this quaint little cute little town with, oh my God, one pub, two pubs that were like clubby.
No.
There's Hennessy's
we had Hennessy's, we had Blasket, we had.
But pubs that are clubby.
No.
Are there more pubs that are clubby, or are there pubs with like?
No. They were, because then we also had before it
closed. The Abbey.
The Abbey, and then we also had the actual club as well.
Well, yeah, we had Quarters, and that lasted.
Fabric.
Well, we weren't going out at that time.
Well, it was Fabric, then Quarters, and
then
Fabric.
But we didn't go out during that time.
Yeah, but we went out while it was Fabric. When
Maybe
it came
once.
back, yeah, we did. No, twice.
Oh, whoa.
Actually, like 3 times, actually.
Whoa. Do you know the thing about clubs and like...
I don't know if you went. The Horns.
But wasn't that just for teens?
No, that was an actual club.
We went there for like teeny bop.
No, there was a teeny bopper, but it's an actual club.
Really?
Let me tell you a funny story, actually. This is the first club I ever went to in my life was Horns. I think I was 14.
Oh my God.
I can't believe I'm actually saying this story. I was 14. This club is 18s, by the way. This is 18s to get in. Do you know how I got in? I had a what's it called? A debit card that I got from Ulster Bank. It was the young like debit card for like savings thing. And so like my friends got in, whatever, like some people got in with fake ID, some people just got in. And then like when it was my turn, you know, I was just like trying to walk in and your man's like ID. I was like, oh yeah. And I was like, oh shit, man. I forgot my ID. And I was like, actually wait. And I was like, fuck, I have my debit card. I don't know if that works as my name on it and everything. Like I'm not too sure. Sorry man, I actually forgot my ID. And then I gave it to your man and he was like looking at it. I'm sure he knew. I was like, but I think they were definitely going under because I was like, what the fuck? And I got in. It was mad. Holy shit. I was laughing.
So what was your club experience as a 14-year-old surrounded by, I assume, people of age?
Nah, it was filled with young ones and some people of age. Like, so I'm pretty sure that's part of the reason why they went. I'm pretty sure that's why they went out of business because they just had bare underage people in there, you know. So it was just that was my first song in Orange. It wasn't too bad, but it was just, and the thing is that club was huge. A club that big had no reason to be in Tralee. It was too big.
But it was like on the same level floor, right? It wasn't like an upstairs.
Yeah, I know it was. No, like, they had an upstairs and a downstairs.
Did they?
So they had an upstairs which was like private like tables. Like where, you know, the tables where you can close the curtain, right?
What the hell? Whoa.
No.
Closing curtains?
I know, in Tralee. And then downstairs, they also had more of those kind of booths, like that you could close curtains. You had booths at the bar. You had a massive area. You had a massive bar. Then on the right-hand side, there was a even bigger dance floor with another bar. And then bars up there. I was like, this place is massive.
That's crazy, actually.
Like in Tralee of all places, like Tralee had like half the population did when we were younger than it does now.
Clearly, people were partying more back in the day.
And also, it's so far out. Like if anyone knows Tralee, Horns is so far out in Tralee. Like city center, it's probably like a 15-minute walk from city center.
But the thing is, that is nothing to people from Tralee, though.
Yeah, obviously, absolutely.
We'll walk.
But at the same time, it's just, I don't know. Like I think Horns would have only survived if everyone was only going to Horns.
Yeah.
You know?
That's the problem. Because then when Quarters opened, I remembered Horns wasn't still around because we were
no, it was too long.
Yeah, we weren't going there. But like, I think like that shut down very fast because you have to pay for entry and there's only so long that's gonna last for because I think it was €10 entry.
Yeah, 10 years, like, which is standard club fee.
Yeah,
but in Tralee you're just like, at first everyone goes because it's something new, but after the novelty wears out after like 2 weeks, everyone just goes back to like Hennessy's or the Blasky, which are free entry in. And you're like,
and you know everyone, you know the vibe, you know the drinks. Drinks are cheaper too. So I remember one time, I'm not gonna name this DJ's name because this is probably really bad. But so when Quarters like opened up, right, there's this DJ that like was about to come there, right? And I was like, I saw him before in the same place, and I was like, oh my god, guys, he's really good. We should go. So I convinced my friends to go in with me and pay the €10 like whatever entry fee. And we walk in, and it's like lights, music, smoke, and just the four of us. Like it was just the four of us and the workers standing around like waiting, and I knew it was a flop because it was pretty late.
Yeah.
So I messaged the DJ on Facebook and I was like, oh my god, can't wait to see you play tonight or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, imagine, like I was maybe 16 or 17. And
she was with me at the time.
I was, and I shouldn't have gotten in the club at all. But I was like, is he gonna play tonight or what? And then he's like, no, it was like cancelled. But no one told us anything. But like, I can give you guys, you and your friends, like free tickets to like my show in Cork or whatever. And I was like, yeah, okay. Like no one's gonna go there. Whose parents is gonna bring us there? Like we're too young to be, doing that. So it's just like, that was weird. Like, why are you messaging an underage person?
Well, sure. We had a very big, used to be a big DJ that came to Tralee and actually slept with a handful of underage girls back in the day.
Who's he?
I'm not, goddamn, I'm not getting hit for a defamation lawsuit. But anyone who's from Chile knows that story well. But yeah, no, mad. But yeah, there have been a few oddballs going to Chile and stuff. It's pretty crazy.
Let me tell you, there was, so like I went to a girls' school, right? And like any sight of a male was like someone was into him, you know, no matter what. And there was one like a substitute teacher. He was doing his like placement there, and he was getting with some of the students at the weekends in the clubs, and then the girls were talking about it like in school. I was like, this is so bad. None of us are like, oh my god. Yeah, he never got caught out. Well, I don't know, he disappeared. I never saw him again, but
maybe there's a reason behind that story.
I don't know, but that was pretty bad.
No, that's pretty shocking.
Yeah.
No.
So that was the scene in Tralee. It was fun. Do you know what? It was fun. Like Hennessy's, Blasket, Abby, they all gave what they had to give for us. And
they did what they could.
Yeah, we were there for it. And then we both went to Cork, and you went before me.
Yeah. Cork was a weird one because, like, when I was there wasn't as much black people. So there were like, Cork now is better because there are like motives and stuff, right? But when I was there wasn't much black people at all. So you just went to like Holy Cow, Hanover, Havanas.
It's crazy because like, you know, people who are from Cork watching this would have no idea what that is.
Hanover is now church.
No. Oh yeah.
Yeah. Hanover is now church. Holy Cow is still there. And
they closed that.
No, Holy Cow is still there.
No.
Holy Cow and church is still there. Sure, I saw them while I was there.
No, but they must have reopened it because I was in my master's and there was no Holy Cow. Like,
no, there was a Holy Cow because Holy Cow was doing, because I remember
did they change?
Boss was telling me that Holy Cow was doing like a specific night on Wednesdays or something. They started doing.
I think what happened was that they used to play hip hop music and they completely stopped. So to me, it was like that club is gone.
It was dead to you.
Like it's gone.
Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, that was a like Hanover, Holy Cow, and Havanas is a holy trinity. Anyone who went to UCC or CIT that went to college in Cork knows this all too well because they're all on the same street and it's super packed. Everyone's trying to get into one of those three, and then eventually when you're over the age of 21, which I never was because I graduated college at 20, but I still went. I got in is Voodoo rooms, which everyone over 21 went to. On a Thursday night, which was also very good. But yeah, no, honestly, literally, Cork was, I don't know, it was your typical college, honestly. Like, I think it's even on steroids, college night out on steroids, because it was nothing but college students. Yeah. Like, even in Cork, they had a whole rule on Tuesday and Thursdays that you have to have your ID and student ID to get in. So, like, no one who wasn't a student couldn't get in, right?
That's kind of crappy, like, if you live there and you're like, well, I just want to enjoy a night out, and I can't.
But they expect you to go to Voodoo, like, you know.
Oh, what if I'm, like...
Which is kind of good because it stops creeps being able to get with, like...
That's true.
...college students, if you deep it, like,
that is
way,
true.
You know?
Good point.
But in Dublin, obviously, anyone can go anywhere. Like, any night. It doesn't fucking matter. Like, obviously, they have the numbers. They have the sheer numbers. But in Cork, it was just, like, student ID, student card, get in. And it was just college night out on steroids. Fucking... And, like, I don't drink. So, I've been sober. Like, when people ask me today, going, like, how the hell do you deal with all these drunk people when you're sober? Do you not get mad? I'm like, no. But deep inside, it's because I'm like, I had to deal with college students when I was fucking sober. Like, grown adults do not faze me in comparison to, like,
are they a lot more tamed?
They're still a bit wild, but, like, definitely a little bit more tamed in comparison. But it's still fucking crazy. Like, but obviously because I'm not, like, old yet, you know. So, like,
you're old.
I think when you're, like, actually, like, 30 something, like, maybe.
Oh, so 30 is old.
No, I'm like,
you heard that. He said if you're 30, you're old.
Yeah, okay. I don't think that, but, like, you know, like 30 is new 20, you know?
I agree.
You know, but, like, yeah, so, like, it's a lot more tame anyway in comparison to college nights out and college nights out. But definitely, obviously, like, if you're going to college, just, as I always say, just be single. Don't do what I did.
I have the same advice. Yeah, I have the literal same advice. But, like, to me, like, I don't know, it doesn't really matter. I guess it matters what your goals are, what you're happy doing. Stick with whatever you are happy doing. Like, obviously, if you're not sure or you want to live life, like, don't be in a relationship. But if it feels right, it is what it is. No one can tell you what to do.
Wasting your time, don't do it to yourself.
But yeah, nights out were wild. I don't know, like this would be nice to talk to a girl about, like, too. But so like I remember like in first year, you know, because you're like fine like going out and you're like allowed to because you're of age, and we would all like dress up and wear heels. Like that was such a big thing. It'd be like wearing heels and like what heels you're gonna wear, what outfit you're gonna wear, and it was just like buying a new outfit for every like pretty much night you went out with, because God forbid you went out with the same outfit. And
drinking enormous copious amount. I will tell you, in the first week of freshers, I had to take Nicoletta home twice.
Well,
in her first week of college,
it was fun.
As in she was that gone, I had to carry her home twice.
I don't know. It's just you don't know your limit.
You don't know your limit.
You
One of those times on the Thursday night, she didn't even get into the club. She was already dead outside looking at the club, and she was just like falling on the floor. She couldn't even stand up.
Anyways,
and I had to piggyback her home.
Listen.
And she threw up on me and on her floor, and I had to clean it, wash her hair, put it in a ponytail, put her to bed.
Put it in a ponytail.
Exposing her right now.
That's fine. I don't care about sharing these stories because I do remember bits and pieces. But what did stick out to me was the like whole heels thing. And I remember one time I went out with one of my friends, and I just could not stand being on them heels anymore. And you know, Cork, like going out and the actual like college dorms, whatever, it was a little bit of a walk, and we always walked because who has money for a taxi? And I took my shoes off, and I wasn't wearing socks. Oh my God, I don't know if I was wearing socks, but I walked home, and my friend was like, do you know what, I'll support you, and took her shoes off too. I'm not even gonna apologize. There's no bigger ick for me. There is no bigger ick, and I will say this from my chest: male or female, someone walking barefoot like on the street. I just think something failed in your life that you got to a point where, like, I understand heels are uncomfortable, then don't wear heels, or bring a pair of flats, or do something. For a dude, you have no excuse because you're wearing shoes. I don't give a shit. Let your toes bleed, like, until you get home. But like for girls, like, you can have backup plans, you know. But oh my, every time I see anyone just wearing no shoes and walking barefoot, especially on a night out, I'm just like repulsed. I'm just like, you and I cannot be friends because you make bad life decisions. Yeah, no, I don't know. It's really nasty, and it was the only one time in my life that I had to do. I couldn't stand anymore. Like I was like, I can't walk. Like, but since then I've been a sneaker girl. Like even if I buy an outfit, it just has to go with sneakers. Like otherwise I won't buy it because I refuse to wear heels. And if I like have any outfits that goes with heels, then I can just be like eating and then taking them off, like just looking pretty for a few pictures. I'll do that, but I will not go out in them. Yeah. Period.
No, fuck that.
But then it became more tame in like second, third year, because I think that kind of novelty of going out wore off, and we were just kind of like, will we go out?
Yeah, I got a second wind near the end of my college life with Marcel. Marcel and I used to always just go to Old Oak, and then especially because Marcel and I would be the only ones who would stay on the weekends. Like then. So him and I would always go either on like Friday night or a Friday and a Saturday night, and we'd just be having fun. So that was a good crack. So like that was my second win. But besides that, like I eventually just got bored of it. But I love going out. I'm like, of the two of us, I'm the person who, like, I love the party.
The party animal.
I love the party. Like I just love partying because I love dancing and everything. But yeah, no.
Do you know when you left though? Well, even while you were there, they started doing like taboo.
Oh
nights.
Yeah, we went to 2 or 3 of those.
So and I went to a few with just my girlfriends when they came to like visit me. They actually started doing more motives. That was kind of like that's the when beginning. Like more black people were there.
Yeah, like I actually enjoy Taboo. I enjoy Taboo but that started like pretty much literally after I left is when Taboo started. I'm pretty sure.
You were there. There was a few events while you were there.
Was it in my
Or did you come with me?
I came with you. Like, I came because I remember specifically coming down to Cork to go with you. Like, Tabby wasn't there when I was in 4th year. It was just after 4th year, you know.
That was fun. Yeah. That was, like, the only kind of, like, worthwhile.
Yeah, exactly. When Cork started doing actual motives, like, and now, fuck Cork.
Yeah, well, you've been to one recently. How was it?
It was calm. Like, I don't know. Cork motives are calm. They're just never the same as Dublin motives. There's more black people here, and there's more, I don't know, like more DJs, more people as a whole. So, like, I feel like the scene is better overall. So, like, yeah, no, I do prefer Dublin motives over Cork motives. Also, Cork is dead. Like, fight me on that. Anyone who lives in Cork is dead. Like, super fucking dead.
They will come for you.
It's so boring.
They will.
It's so boring. Like, honestly, like, you have this like little one street and that is all. Like, you know, and I don't know. It's just so, to me, it's boring anyway. Like, I started getting bored of Cork as I was finishing college. So like, there was no way. Like, even Dublin is like better, way better, you know, in comparison to Cork. And even like Dublin is like a bit like smaller than like other major cities, but at least Dublin is fun because it has life to it. But
it tries to do stuff.
Yeah, like, exactly. There's there's more people, there's more life, there's more of a scene. Cork just seems so dead, like, you know. But yeah, that is my take anyway.
Yeah. Cork. Do you know what's interesting when you said about the voodoo rooms and like luckily like the creeper older people were kept away, but like me at the time I was like, this is so stupid. Like, every place should allow like 18-year-olds. Like, if you turn 18 you should just let me in.
And know then, someone's like, 18 if they think that
100%, because now me at my grown-ass age, I'm like, it's so different being out with like people over 21 22 versus younger people.
Massive fucking difference. It's actually such a massive difference. And like, if you're anything below 21 and you're hearing this, you're just like, oh my god,
here they go again.
I'm telling you right now, I was the same. I was literally the same. But once you get over 21, like, you're like especially when you're like 22 23, you're just like, yes, thank fuck, you know. There's actually a big difference. Like, you don't realize it until you're in the scene that you realize.
That's true. I think there's a lot more to it. Like, people aren't falling over each other as much as, you know, the younger crowd.
Yeah, because the younger crowd just drinks and just they get
obliterated. Like, for what?
You know, like, whereas older people drink sensibly, like, they know what they're doing, and so it's like, and like some of them, and all the time, obviously, and like, but it's just, it makes for a better vibe. I don't know, like, overall, like, there's always a difference between a motive that's over 21 and the one that's below 21, and like going to a club that's over 21, the one that, like, in Dublin, going to 22s in comparison to going to like the Academy or something, fucking night and day.
Yeah, it is.
You know, massive difference.
Like, no one's stepping on my shoe in 22, but everyone's stepping on my shoe in the Academy. Like, everyone is just so much more hyper. Which, like, there's nothing wrong with that. You can enjoy your night out, but I feel like with the, like, you know, places like 22, it's like
control.
You're like there to like enjoy, and you're like there to respectfully dance with people and not like grope them. It still happens, obviously, but you know, it's just not as much. It's just not as much, which is nice. And I want to finish off by saying, stay safe and don't overdrink and don't get peer pressured into anything.
Fair advice.
Period.
Peace.